महसूस हुई। आज भी बहुत गर्मी है, पावर का शाम होती लो वोल्टेज होता है, पता नहीं। लो वोल्टेज बोलना भी गलत है भाई, मतलब पावर नहीं आ रहा ठीक से, मतलब फैन वगैरह ठीक से नहीं चल रहा। ये सुबह ठीक है भाई, सुबह से ठीक एकदम बिंदास चल रहा है, पर जैसे ही शाम हो रहा है ना वैसे ही इशू हो रहा है। खैर जो भी हो, जो भी देख रहे हो मेक श्योर टू लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब। पहले से बोल रहा हूँ, बट जो भी देखो प्लीज़ चैट करो भाई, बताओ मुझे तुम लोग देख रहे हो, और मैं ज़रा एक चेक कर लूँ आवाज़ और नॉइज़। ओके नॉइज़ हो रहा है, नॉइज़ हो रहा है। कुछ और करता हूँ।
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
Emotional support is important.
अब ठीक है, नॉइस उतना नहीं आ रहा। मुझे ऐसे रखना है। गॉट इट। ओह शिट नहीं, मुझे लगा कुछ गिर गया। एक मिनट रुको, मैं ज़रा चेक कर लूँ। नहीं, कुछ नहीं गिरा। ओके जो भी देख रहे हो प्लीज़ बताओ, नॉइस वगैरह कुछ नहीं आ रहा ना, सब ठीक है ना? अगर आ रहा है तो बोलो, मैं चेंज कर लूँगा ताकि ना आए।
I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again.
Emotional support is important.
भाई ये कौन आके देख के चला गया, बोला नहीं भाई कि नॉइज़ आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा। इको हो रहा है, चलो आई होप ना हो।
Emotional support is important.
पहले से करके रखना चाहिए था मुझे, स्टार्ट करने के बाद सब फिक्स कर रहा हूँ।
Good roll.
आज लेट हो गया।
Maybe I'll take one more day off
पहले से सब फिक्स
and knock
करके
out the
रखा
rest
हूँ,
of the
पर
work once I'm feeling up to it.
आज एक्चुअली मन नहीं कर रहा था आने का। बोला क्या करूँगा, आ जाता हूँ। ओके इवेंट आया है, 9 दिन का इवेंट है। ये भी है, कर लेंगे। यहाँ पर कुछ दिखने लायक नहीं है। ओके तो मेरे दूसरे अकाउंट पे मैंने प्रीमोज भी जमा कर लिए हैं। प्रीमोज बोल रहा हूँ, सॉरी मोरा। मैं अब मोला नहीं को उस अकाउंट में अपग्रेड कर सकता हूँ। मैं अगर सच में एक स्ट्रीम में ना अकाउंट चेंज करके खेल पाता तो बेहतर होता। खास प्रिज्म स्टूडियो जैसा कोई एक सॉफ्टवेयर मोबाइल में, मतलब मोबाइल का ही है प्रिज्म स्टूडियो, पर मैं वो यूज़ नहीं करता क्योंकि उसमें बहुत सारा परमिशन और बहुत सारा वो है टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन, वो लोग पासवर्ड भी सेव करेंगे वगैरह वगैरह, इसलिए मैं यूज़ नहीं करता। खास वैसा सॉफ्टवेयर, कोई अलग सॉफ्टवेयर वैसा मोबाइल के लिए आ जाए जिसमें मतलब फीचर्स हो प्रिज्म सॉफ्टवेयर जैसे। क्या जो भी हो, ओके तो पहले क्या करते हैं, एक काम करते हैं, रुको ये पहले कलेक्ट कर लेते हैं। अब जो भी देख रहे हो वो तुम लोग तो बताओगे नहीं कि नॉइज़ आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा, मुझे बार बार चेक करना पड़ेगा। ओके मुझे तो नहीं सुनाई दिया। अभी स्टार्टिंग में आया था थोड़ा सा, अभी तो सुनाई नहीं दिया मुझे। तो अगर किसी को आ रहा है तो मुझे बता देना।
Ad Astra Abyssa.
फलाना पर जैसे ही बोलने गया पिंग आई। वाह, मैं अभी भी कुछ बोलने जा रहा था कि पिंग ठीक है अभी,
Navigating
फ्लक्चुएट
the
नहीं हो
world
रहा
is a whole
है।
lot easier.
पहले ये कर लेते हैं, उसके बाद देखते हैं क्या इवेंट का वगैरह भी खत्म करेंगे। ओके, ये फ्लक्चुएट क्यों हो रहा है भाई? मुझे क्या स्ट्रीम लैग कर रहा है? यार तुम लोग अगर देख भी रहे हो तो बताओगे नहीं, मुझे पता है। स्ट्रीम तो मुझे लैग नहीं दिखा अभी तक मैंने। मेरा मोटिवेशन नहीं रहता ना। पिंग का क्या प्रॉब्लम चल रहा है मुझे वो समझ नहीं आ रहा, एकदम नहीं आ रहा। भाई यहाँ पे फायरो इस्तेमाल करना ही गलत है। कितना सेल्फ डैमेज दे रहा है, देख रहे हो? तो पहले टीम चेंज कर लेते हैं। यहाँ पे फायरो इस्तेमाल करना गलत है भाई। कोई और टीम जिसमें भाई अगर मैं सिर्फ हाइड्रो यूज करूँ तो मूवमेंट कैरेक्टर लेकर सारी पिंग आया होता है वो। ये मैं जब भी अपना स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ पिंग कम हो रहा है।
All the world holds dear
और जब
is
भी
but
मैं
a
ये
backdrop of constant motion.
पॉज करके रख रहा हूँ
I
स्ट्रीम
stand before it, alone and unchanging.
को। व्हाट द हेक? वेट, ओके वेट, फिर मुझे इसका साउंड भी बंद करना पड़ेगा। पॉज नहीं किया है, देखते हैं क्या। ओके नहीं, बफर हो रहा है। बफर हो रहा है, बफर हो रहा है। मैंने पॉज नहीं किया, मुझे लगा कि चलेगा पर बफर हो रहा है।
Shine down! Let's finish this fast! And shroud! There is no escape!
इतना क्यों? इतना क्यों फ्लक्चुएट हो रहा है भाई?
Shine down! Everybody stand back! You asked for it!
अबे क्या भाई, ऐसे फ्लक्चुएट होगा तो कैसे चलेगा?
I'll approve you.
भाई मेरा ये खत्म हो गया ना। ये अगर ऐसे ही फ्लक्चुएट करेगा तो कैसे करूँगा मैं? बफ खत्म हो गया जब तक ये आया था तब।
There is no escape!
Can't see. I hear everything.
इसका शील्ड ही नहीं टूटेगा इसको। वेट वेट वेट, चेक कर लूँ क्या? बैकग्राउंड में भी सब ठीक है। मुझे पता है मैं आने से, मैं स्टार्ट करने से पहले मैंने सब बंद करके आया हूँ। स्पीड तो दे रहा है भाई, क्यों पिंग इशू हो रहा है? अभी भी कुछ भी हो रहा है यार। क्या करूँ मैं, क्या करूँ भाई? एक दिन नॉर्मली आराम से करने देगा, नहीं करने दे रहा।
Whirling snow. This one's well done.
भाई कैसे, क्या करूँ मैं? इतना क्यों हाई हो? ये सच में समझ नहीं आता ये पिंक के साथ मेरा क्या दुश्मनी है?
Into the wind.
Life goes on. Delve into destiny. My apologies. Let's move.
मैं मर जा।
I slipped up. I guess this is it.
ये हो गया ना 3? मैं नोटिस नहीं किया जब हो गया। 2 ही हुआ है सिर्फ। ओके, स्टोरी करते हैं अभी। किधर गया अभी, किधर गया ये वाला? ये जल्दी करके ख़त्म कर लेते हैं भाई। अगर स्टीम बफर हो रहा है या फिर कुछ नॉइज़ आ रहा है तो मुझे बताना चैट पे, ठीक है?
I'll get straight to the point.
Still his first choice. It's just.
And I suspect Elder Trinidad hasn't been completely forthcoming. That's right. He wants to use you to send the Mountain King to the Night Kingdom.
To the Night Kingdom?
Too blunt? Okay. I'll phrase it more gently. There is potentially a possibility that Elder Trinidad may be hoping that during the course of the ceremony, you...
Ridiculous! He told us the Mountain King is a living symbol of your tribe's glory!
And that glory comes at a price.
Oh, that's right. The Mountain King is a living symbol of our glory, but even this glory comes at a price. Ah, yes, and Nana wasn't the first.
Hey? It seems extreme!
And the damage is has both driven him insane and kept him alive over the centuries. So, to look at it one way, once it's completely purged from his body, the Mountain King will finally be able to rest in peace. In past ceremonies, we've only purged around half of the abyssal power. This was to strike a balance, to keep him alive, but also keep him asleep.
If he really asks us to kill the Mountain King, what should we do?
I know this must come as quite a shock, so I suggest you act like you didn't hear anything for now. But would you have time to visit the chief after your meeting with Elder Trinidad? I'd like to make a deal with you. See you soon.
तुम लोग चैट जो भी देख रहे हो चैट करो, तब जाके थोड़ा सा इंटरेस्टिंग बनेगा स्ट्रीम। बट उससे भी ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है कि मेरा पिंग फ्लक्चुएट हो रहा है। क्या मेरा स्ट्रीम लैग हो रहा है?
Ah, mighty Outlanders, you have returned. Did you have a good rest?
It was, pretty good, yeah.
Glad to hear it. Things are progressing very smoothly on my end. Many of the elders have heard of your heroic deeds, including the chief. They all speak very favorably of you. There are still those who insist that the ceremony should be performed by the bearer of the Malipo name. But they're just stuck in the past. We need to move with the times.
Plus, kinich doesn't want to do it anyway.
Exactly. So, now, it's time for us to discuss the finer details of the ceremony. We covered the fire lighting part of the proceedings yesterday. The next part is the purification of the Mountain King. It's quite simple. You just need to use the sacred flame. We've done it plenty of times before, and it's always very routine. I'm sure you won't have any problems. One point I'd like to stress, though, is that you need to burn away as much of the abyssal energy as you possibly can. The more we dispel, the longer the Mountain King will remain asleep.
Asleep, huh?
Precisely. In previous years, the Flame Bearer has often been unable to dispel a sufficient amount of abyssal energy. It's the only reason why we have to perform the ceremony on a regular basis. But I understand that you have a lot of experience fighting against the Abyss, and you seem to wield the sacred flame quite effortlessly yesterday. With your help, I'm optimistic this time we can dispel all the remaining abyssal energy from the Mountain King's body, freeing us from this ever-looming threat for many years to come.
Traveler?
अभी देखो, अभी मैं स्टोरी सुन रहा था, थोड़ा कोई था तब कुछ नहीं बोला, चला गया.
So this doesn't faze you at all, huh? You clearly have a lot of confidence in yourself.
मैं बोलो क्या चाहिए तुम लोगों को, वो भी बताओ.
That's all you really need to know? The ceremony's in 3 days. I'll come and fetch you when we're ready. In the meantime, feel free to take a look around our settlement. It would mean a lot to the elders if you got to know some of our people. And if you wouldn't mind helping them out with a few errands here and there, that would be even better.
So now we have extra errands to run? Maybe we should add a little extra to the price.
Just a humble suggestion, that's all. It will help you gain the respect of our people, and as a mighty hero, I truly believe that's what you deserve. I'll be sticking around for the next few days, so if you have any questions, you know where to find me.
Seems like Kinich was right. We should go meet up with him.
You're here.
Kinich! Elder Trinidad said that...
I can tell. It's written on your faces.
Is that the traveler in Paimon? Forgive me for not being there to welcome you on your arrival. That should have been my duty as chief.
Hello, Chief Waina.
I only heard the news from Trinidad yesterday, so I asked Kinich to invite you over for a quick chat. I believe Kinich has already filled you in, so I'll get straight to the point. Firstly, I fully endorse your appointment as flame bearers for the upcoming Turnfire Night. However, I would like to request that you take steps to ensure the Mountain King's safety. Every child of our tribe grows up hearing the tales of our heroes, from Yupanqui the Firebringer to Burkina and the Mountain King who fought against the Abyss. This is our history and our heritage, the source of our pride and the center of our faith. To kill the Mountain King would be to destroy our spirit. I would never be able to face our ancestors in the Night Kingdom. Nana's death was a great tragedy, and I do not blame Trinidad for the actions he has taken. Nevertheless, I cannot allow any harm to come to the Mountain King. The very roots of our identity are at stake. My honored guests, please give this matter your serious consideration. Perhaps there is. But despite all our attempts to contain the situation over the years, we've not found it. Right now, I should like to hear where you stand on this matter.
लास्ट ऑप्शन चूज करूँ क्या?
Though I sense that your mind is not yet made up, I'm still comforted by your words. There are 3 days left before the ceremony. I hope they will bring you clarity.
So, Kinich, earlier you were saying that...
Let's walk and talk. I'll show you around the tribe.
That works too. Paimon needs to get some air after this.
मैं सिर्फ एक ही चीज़ बोलना चाहता हूँ, स्टोरी को ज़्यादा खींचो मत, जल्दी खत्म कर दो और ये फिल्म का कुछ करो भाई।
Kinich, Paimon finally understands why you turned Trinidad down.
I mean, मैं स्ट्रीम
You knew what he was planning, didn't
हूँ,
you? That's why you didn't want to be the flame bearer this time, because it's a double-edged sword. The whole Mora thing was just a sneaky excuse.
Double-edged sword is right. But my response wasn't merely an excuse. To solve this exceptional problem, an exceptional price must be paid. I'm working on it.
Really? Well, come on then, let's hear it!
In a moment. Didn't you have a question you were about to ask me?
Oh yeah. What was it again? Oh, right! We need to talk about how he's completely unhinged!
I agree that he has a problem. He needs disciplining, so I hired him a teacher.
You got him a teacher? Oh, Paimon would love to see him get scolded for bad behavior. Anyway, moving on. When we ran into a how, he said you two were investigating some abyss thing together. Is that related to the whole Mountain King situation?
I think so.
Yes, that's the angle I've been working on. I'm a Saurian hunter, but I occasionally hunt the abyss too. One time I was pursuing some purple demonic dogs when I accidentally entered a hidden space. I did some research after the fact. Apparently they're known as beastly rifts, and there are many of them of all different sizes. That's where those purple dogs were coming from. So, if we can locate one of these beastly rifts, clear the monsters out, and move the Mountain King inside, he'd be able to continue living, but without posing a threat to the tribe.
Whoa, that sounds kinda crazy. Would it really work?
It's not without its risks, of course. There's a lot of unknowns in the equation. For instance, for all we know, a prolonged period inside the rift could make the Mountain King's condition worse. Still, we desperately need something like this, even just as a temporary measure. You've seen the conflict the issue is causing in our tribe for yourselves, and believe me, it's been a long time coming. The chief is adamant about keeping the Mountain King alive,
right now, but
whatever happens.
Paimon can understand. It's less about the Mountain King and more about preserving your culture and heritage.
Yes, but on the flip side, you've got people like Elder Trinidad, who is more concerned about protecting the people he cares about now and into the future. And he has every right to take that view. It's one thing to try and preserve the last remnants of a glorious past, but making your kin pay the price for it? No one can seriously tell them that's a fair trade.
You're right. There's no easy answers here. Let's leave that to one side for a moment and assume we go with your plan. How do you actually intend to find one of these beastly rifts? Because at least in our experience, the dogs open the rifts when they want to attack us, not the other way around.
I think I know a way. You have any better ideas?
Not at the moment, but it just feels like using the power of the Abyss for our own ends isn't gonna end well. After all, the Abyss is what turned the Mountain King into a monster in the first place. People are gonna think you've lost your marbles.
If it doesn't end well, then that's the price we pay. Everything in the world comes at a price. Even when Yupanqui, the Firebringer, stole the Turnfire, it cost him dearly. The Mountain King's erratic outbursts have brought tensions within the tribe to a boiling point. Unless this gets resolved quickly, everyone will be stuck in a stalemate.
Alright, so what's this deal you wanted to make with us? We're hardly experts on exploiting abyssal power.
All I need you to do is keep people away from me. I'm getting harassed on a daily basis by people trying to convince me to be the Flame Bearer. I can't afford to waste all my energy dealing with them. If you help me out, there will be a gift for you in return.
Okay. Ooh, what kind of gift?
Something well worth your while, I'd say.
भाई गिफ्ट के लिए तो मैं हमेशा रेडी हूँ. Okay, but how do we keep people away?
Just keep doing what you've been doing. Integrate yourself with the tribespeople, so everyone comes to terms with the fact that we have a new Flame Bearer. That way, I won't have an endless stream of people coming to beg me to join the ceremony, and I can focus on finding a way to summon the beastly rift. Then, when the day of the ceremony comes, we'll move the Mountain King into his new home.
Still sounds pretty crazy. Even for a daredevil like you, that's dangerous. And even if it works, what if neither Chief Lina nor Elder Trinidad are happy with it? Have you thought about what you'd do then?
At least the two of them would finally be on the same side of the issue, leaving only me on the opposing side. The tribe needs leaders like them far more than a saurian hunter for hire like me.
इसके लिए मैं kinich को pull करना चाहता हूँ. Either way, sounds like there is no more. Okay.
Can I take that to mean that we have a deal?
उसका movement के लिए.
For sure. And who knows? Maybe we'll come up with an even better solution to all of this in the next couple of days.
पर नहीं मुझे
Great. Well, for the next couple of days, please spend some time among the tribe and lend a hand wherever you can. I'm sure everyone will be swept off their feet when they meet our new Flame Bearer. Good luck to us both.
पर अब मैं xilonen निकाल तो लूँगा, मैं निकालूँगा वो पक्का है. प्रॉब्लम ये है कि क्या मैं उसका वेपन निकालूँ? मैं श्योर नहीं हूँ उसके वेपन निकालूँ कि ना निकालूँ. मेरे पास प्रीमोस तो आई थिंक हो जाएंगे. और ट्राई भी कर सकता हूँ. वेपन एक्चुअली अच्छा है. अगर मैं हारा तो अगर मैं xilonen के वेपन पे हारा और मुझे चियोरी का वेपन मिला, वो भी सही है. अच्छा
Okay, task for the day. Meet the tribespeople and take some heat.
You call the Mountain King a monster? He's
प्रॉब्लम
been
ये अगर
hurt
मैं
by
उसको
the
वेपन के लिए
abyss.
भी जाता हूँ ना.
It's true, but the factor
I mean, in character.
Pony's saying nasty things about the Mountain King. It's not right. He's our hero.
Once upon a time, maybe, but not anymore.
प्रॉब्लम है भाई, ये चार चाहिए.
Yesterday, maybe, but not anymore.
Toba? Fine. I guess my dad is right. Things change, and you just have to accept it and move forward.
अब एक
As
ही
of
चीज होप कर
today,
सकते
our
हैं
friendship is over. There's no going back.
अर्ली मिल जाए.
Oh, come on. Cut it out, you two. We have some great news to tell you. The Traveler is going to be the flame bearer for the next... He's going to do a Mountain King's illness for good. So that's what my dad wanted to talk to you? To be fair, from what we saw the other day, you are pretty good at climbing cliffs. Probably just as good as Kinich.
Wait, speaking of Kinich, where even is that guy?
Oh yeah, good question. Is he not coming to the ceremony anymore? We can get him to come, but if he catches you, then he won't be happy. Piece of his mind.
Poor
want to make such a bad first... Toba? He was the one who... If you weren't friends, there's no way Toba would... Alright. Well, because it's the Traveler and Paimon and Kinich, I'm sorry, Toba. I'm sorry for all the mean things I said about the Mountain King. Dad just really misses Nana. And I was really upset that she's gone, too. Huh? Oh. Huni. That's more like it. Again. Let's play again some other time. See you, Toba. See you, Traveler and Paimon. Okay. I'll head home as well. See you next time. Even though as it was before. Let's just hope we can solve this once and for all.
कुछ आइडिया है अगर तुम लोग कुछ स्पेसिफिक देखना चाहो चैट पे कमेंट पे किसी वीडियो के मुझे बताओ कि क्या देखना चाहते हो किसी स्पेसिफिक कैरेक्टर का डैमेज किसी स्पेसिफिक कैरेक्टर को कैसे किल करें या फिर किसी
A rehearsal for the Turnfire Night dance.
Oh, there's a dance involved? Paimon wants to learn too!
You don't know it? Ah, I guess you're not from these parts, huh? It's rare to see a new face around these days. I thought everyone would be keeping a little danger.
Do you know that the Flame Bearer this time is actually gonna be an outsider?
Oh, I did hear about that. It's a first for sure. I would have loved to meet them in person. What? Oh, it's you? Man, oh man. Well, this is a nice surprise. It's funny. I was just thinking that I'll probably miss out on meeting the new Flame Bearer since I'm not taking part this time around. Then suddenly, there you are. Must be a lucky day. Not bad, right? Yeah, I'm considered one of the better looking guys who dances beneath the pillars of the sacred flame. Been doing it a few years. Always gets the ladies out to watch. There's a Saurian companion amongst themselves. The way things are going, it's only a matter of time before it gets violent. So I figured, you know what? Now's as good a time as any to get away for a little while. Go do some exploring.
You look a little disappointed.
Way is forwards. We take. They gave me a simple test. Find a decent quality relic, and they'll make me a member.
What's the Saurian Relics Association?
You've never heard of it? It's a group of amateur history enthusiasts who do research on the ancient Saurian era. They're all about collecting relics and remnants from that age. Him. So you know those two already, huh? Then, do you know how they met? It was deep inside some mysterious ruin. Strangely enough, I actually happened upon a strange mural a while back. And it looked to me like it was depicting a Saurian and a human involved in some kind of Saurian-era contract ritual.
Oh, does that count as a relic then?
You bet it does. I was all ready to go take a picture of it and use that as my entry ticket to the association. But after all the abyssal activity recently, I heard that area's been overrun by monsters. The best laid plans, huh? I'll just have to wait and see if things improve. Or... You look like you know your way around a fight. I don't suppose there's any chance you'd be able to help?
all the time. It's fake.
Wait, you're seriously gonna help me out?
Come on, it's no big deal. Compared to some of the things we've been roped into before, this is nothing.
Pyro Archon above, you two have hearts of gold, you know that? You're the kind of people who could dive into the Turnfire deep in the bowels of the Night Kingdom, and it wouldn't burn a single hair off your head. Of course it is. All right, come with me. I'll show you the way.
Okay. Luckily यहाँ पे मेरा TP अनलॉक है.
We'll take care of him.
Great minds think alike. I'm not about to cramp your style.
मैं शायद मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि अलग सॉफ्टवेयर के लिए ट्राई मतलब ढूंढने का कोशिश करूँ और कोई अच्छा सॉफ्टवेयर मिले तो ना.
That should be the last of them. It's a good thing Tiago had the sense to stay in his hiding place, or things could have gotten really hairy for him. Hey, look! That's gotta be it, right? Definitely looks like a mural. True. Now that you mention it, most ancient murals take up a whole huge wall. This looks more like someone with a paintbrush got bored and started doodling. It does match, though. Saurian and a human. So, is that something ancient contract ritual looked like? What? For it, just photograph it. That's a wrap. Let's take it back to Tiago.
Okay, Saurian नहीं है क्या इधर? I mean Pokemon. Okay, Pokemon चाहिए भाई उधर जाने के लिए. Come on, Pokemon. मैं एडिट्रो नहीं Pokemon ढूंढ रहा हूँ. ये भी Pokemon नहीं है. What the heck?
Rocked? Oh, Ponche. And I thought my luck was bad.
Oh, I put blood, sweat, and tears into that. And that...
Looking for?
Let me take a look. Yep, that's the one. Got above, you two are... Hey!
He says you're...
Oh, so you're Toba's uncle. Great to meet you, sir. Sounds like we've managed to make a bit of a name for ourselves.
Toba's not wrong, my friend. These two are honestly some of the nicest, most genuine people I've ever met. Everyone speaks incredibly highly of them.
fruits of my labor back.
Allow me to explain. Ponche is a well-known scholar within our tribe, author of the widely acclaimed book, Yupanqui's Turnfire. Unfortunately, the book was stolen by a treasure hoarder a few hours ago.
I spent years of my life researching that book. I visited every last ruin, interviewed every descendant of every hero in our history. On the word Malipo alone, I covered at least 5 different interpretations of the meaning based on accounts from different villages.
It was an unparalleled masterpiece.
And now it's all gone. That little goon ambushed me during my morning walk. He snatched all of my belongings, including my entire manuscript.
That book was everything to him. It's like they robbed him of his soul when they took it. Look at him. Lost and listless. He's a shell of the man he was.
Dear honored guests of our clan.
Mean, Panche? Now you've run into these two, your luck's about to...
मेरा मोटिवेशन जा रहा है. Let me think. मैं क्या?
I only wish life could be as
भाई, अब
leisurely as this a little
प्रॉब्लम्स का
more
मैं कुछ
often.
कर नहीं सकता अगर नेटवर्क का इशू हो रहा
How
है.
greedy of me.
उनका मैं कुछ कर नहीं सकता. कहाँ सब्सक्राइबर गेन करने की बात कर रहा था, उल्टा मैं सब्सक्राइबर लूज कर रहा हूँ भाई. I mean, ठीक रहा हूँ.
Add ast.
जो हो गया मैं सोच के कुछ फायदा नहीं है. Let's think what can I do better. चलो अभी गेम पे फोकस करते हैं, बाद में सोचेंगे क्या कर सकते हैं. I mean, तुम लोग मुझे बता सकते हो कि क्या देखना चाहते हो, तुम कैसा कंटेंट देखना चाहते हो. पर अगर तुम लोग चैट नहीं करोगे तो बताओगे नहीं तो मैं कैसे करूँ.
You thieving rat! Give me my things back!
What do you want now, you old bum? God, you're a waste of space. Prepare to get shoved butt first into a tree hollow. Oh, what's this? Brought a little bodyguard with you, huh? All right. Let's see what you've got. What's this? Eat dirt, suckers!
Hey, he's trying to get away! You good? Let's chase him down!
LOL.
Stop, please! By all the warriors, heroes, gods, and kings, I can't run any longer. Please, I don't have your stuff anymore. Have mercy.
Oh yeah? Well, where is it then?
I threw it away.
You threw it away?
Yeah, I need to make something.
The old bum's bag didn't have a single mora in it. Just a tatty old book, worn out pens, and some old rags. All that time lying in wait was for nothing. I was so mad, I just threw all of it away.
Is that really the truth?
कोई
Okay
आगे
then, where did you throw it
पहले
away?
मुझे बोला कि
The same place you
अब
found
इसमें वो
me.
देखो.
Look, I swear on the Pyro
Navi
Archon it's the
Academic
truth.
जिसमें उसमें
May all my worldly possessions be
इतना
turned to
किया
ash by Turnfire if I'm lying.
मैंने फिर
Okay, that's a
फिर
pretty
दूसरे
strong
दिन
oath.
एक रील बना के
What do we
अपलोड
do
कर दिया
now? It sounds
जिसमें
like he's
mention
telling
भी
the
किया था,
truth.
जिसने बोला था.
Right. Let's hope nobody
पर
gets to
उसमें
the book
ज़्यादा
before
views
we
नहीं
do.
आए.
We'll never get it back
Likes तो आए ही
then.
नहीं है. I mean, चला नहीं उसमें कुछ. उसमें मैंने उतना कुछ सोचा नहीं, पर तुम लोग ऐसे बताओगे तो मैं कुछ बनाने का सोचूंगा.
Although the Turnfire is a heroic symbol in Hoytzatlan, it always comes with the more ominous implication of eventual tragedy.
I mean, मैं एक वीडियो
This
बना
holds
सकता
true
हूँ.
for all bearers of this
क्यों मैं
ancient
इसके
name in
short
recorded
items से मैंने
history.
skip कर रहा हूँ, तुम्हें
Each one of them died of
skip करना चाहिए या
non-natural
तो full करना
causes,
चाहिए, पर
as if the
मुझे लगता
specter
है
of the
वो वीडियो से
Turnfire
अगर
was
मैं live
always lurking in the background. This
ज़्यादा
appears to
explain
suggest the existence of some higher power that is always watching the name
मैं एक
bearer,
बोलूँगा वो question
examining
करेगा, मैं
their
उसको reply दूँगा,
actions,
तब
and
तब
eventually
ज़्यादा अच्छे से
demanding
explain कर
payment in
सकता हूँ.
return. None can escape this payment, unless, perhaps, they could honestly swear by Turnfire to never make a single mistake in their entire life. Yupanki's Turnfire. What an incredible work on ancient name philology. I can't believe it was just lying there for me to take. Let me see. The author is Panche. Nice. A gentleman and a scholar.
Silence, book muncher. The great Kahulahau will suffer your droning voice no longer.
Do you truly find no joy at all in perusing such rich historical records?
Joy? What joy is there in this pointless drivel?
Well, it makes a pretty shocking prediction. Every bearer of the ancient name Malipo eventually meets a grisly end. Maybe that's the price you pay for the name that means price?
What? You're saying Kinich will die a violent death? So I'll finally get to take over his body? When will that glorious day arrive? The great Kahulahau demands to know!
Wow, you are just irredeemable, aren't you? An agent of chaos down to the core. You make us Abyss Order folks look like saints in comparison.
Silence, maggot! To presume that anyone compares you Kahulahau is sheer vanity! And if that day ever comes, oh, you're doomed.
To rubble by the passage of time. From ancient kingdoms to heavenly thrones to worlds beyond, there are no exceptions. But from the ruin, the dust will rise and now the confines of time. That dust is what we call a civilization's spirit. And you, great Kahulahau, are one such speck of dust from a bygone age. I've paid dearly for the chance to observe you up close. Now, let me take a good look at you. We'll see whether any memories of that age still remain inside you.
करता तो मैं रिकॉर्ड भी ऑन तो ट्राई करना पड़ेगा एक बार चेक करना पड़ेगा कि कर रहा है कि नहीं कर रहा otherwise कैसे बता
Surely you remember the main points at least?
अगर याद रहेगा तो
The whole reason I worked so hard to get it finished before the Turnfire night is because I hoped that maybe it might help us find a way through these trying times. But now, well, not exactly. But I thought my research might at least be a starting point.
Oh, really? So what did you find out in your research?
I think the key to all of this lies in the power of Malipo.
Panche, you know as well as anyone that ancient names don't hold any real power. Symbolic power doesn't count.
You're right, but Malipo may be a special case. Given that it first arose in the era of the first Pyro Archon, it might contain remnants of Xibalanque's power.
Yeah, I remember that story. My grandpa told it to me when I was a little kid. Maybe you're the special case. Most kids stop believing in that stuff by your age.
I'm not talking about childhood superstitions here. There is evidence.
Like what?
Like the fact that the Mountain King is still alive. Everyone attributes that to the power of the Abyss. But there's more to it than that. The key factor is that Burkina summoned the power of Malipo at the cost of his own life. If you don't believe me, then answer me this. How many other creatures can you think of who lived longer, not shorter, after being contaminated by the Abyss?
Traveler, different situation but similar idea. Doesn't this remind you of the hilly...
So, I came to the conclusion that Malipo must refer to some mysterious ritual involving a tit-for-tat exchange. It began with the first Pyro Archon, fell with the Grand Alliance, then was buried in the Night Kingdom. And now, it awaits the call of its new bearer.
Hey. Sorry to interrupt, Panche, but you seem to be getting a little overexcited.
I'm sorry. I was originally planning on presenting my findings to Kinich. I'd hoped he would be attending the upcoming ceremony.
Sounds to me like you dreamed up one fanciful theory to support another.
Kinich, what are you doing here?
I more or less finished what I was doing, so I came to have a quick catch-up. Now a good time?
Sure.
Kinich! I'm onto something. I haven't worked out all the details, but you have to attend the Turnfire Night.
So Mr. Ponche here has done a lot of research on the history of the Turnfire, and thinks he might have found a way for you to solve the problem.
I'll be there, Ponche. Let's go.
Sure. Okay. Sure. जाना किधर है? नज़दीक है. I mean, at least ये नज़दीक दे रहा है. मोरलानी का बहुत भाई दूर था, बहुत भागना पड़ रहा था.
Fire night.
Sounds like you're
Steps to follow.
yet. Are you saying you think he might actually be onto something?
I think it's possible, based on something I know about the war 500 years ago. Burkina didn't fall to the abyss. He was killed by the Mountain King in an episode of madness. In his final moments, Burkina made the fateful decision to not fight back, and instead pass his blood and power on to the Mountain King.
I mean, why not? एक screenshot बनता है भाई. किधर है screenshot ये रहा. I mean, why not?
Maybe valuable to the tribe, or maybe it was just out of loyalty to his friend. Either way, I can believe the Turnfire was involved. Whether you think his sacrifice triggered it, or his fate was sealed from the moment he took the Malipo name, it makes sense to me.
How can you drop these truth bombs with such a straight face?
Version of events. The truth is even darker. The Mountain King's...
Then what should we do? Should we grant him his wish?
Of course not. We should help him move to a new home. He's been the cause of multiple disasters, and we can't afford to have any more.
Ugh. Practical solutions hurt Paimon's brain. Can we follow our hearts this time?
The day. I've already found a suitable venue for tomorrow.
Okay. Fine. Right.
Blade is like a tea leaf. Only
अगर कोई नया प्लेयर सोच रहा है कि क्या उनको इस टाइम गेम इंस्टॉल करना चाहिए, अकाउंट बनाना चाहिए, तो एब्सोल्युटली यस. अगर तुम लोग स्टार्ट करने का सोच रहे हो,
very punctual.
तो इस महीने के अंदर स्टार्ट.
So, the gruesome twosome come crawling back. Here to make amends after the gross irreverence you displayed last time.
Maybe because I've never had a gentle name on to compare.
How dare you compare her to the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula? How? Oh, just wait till I possess your dead body. I will commit heinous atrocities. Tear down your...
Traveler, Paimon, let's get... Meant as bait, but it'll also stabilize the abyssal energy. The Rift Towns will tear through space to get to this. Once they're here, we take them out and claim the rift for ourselves.
Nice question.
You'll find out soon enough. First, let's try this out.
मैं पायरो लेके नहीं घूम रहा कुछ तो। हीलिंग है। ओह अच्छा हुआ मेरा कुछ चल रहा है। नो डेंड्रो डैमेज। हाँ डेंड्रो किधर है? जरा नो डेंड्रो डैमेज। ओके इसको तो वेपन या तो मेरी आंखें गलत है या तो इस वेपन के साथ कुछ गलत है। लेवल 90 का वेपन सिर्फ 11 क्रिट रेट। ये ग्लिच है ये क्या है? क्योंकि ये इम्पॉसिबल है कि लेवल 90 का वेपन सिर्फ 11 दे रहा है। अगर ये ग्लिच है तो ऐसे रिपोर्ट करना चाहूँगा, पर मुझे पहले श्योर होना है कि ये ग्लिच है कि नहीं। ओके C3 इसके कौन से क्या है? ओके अरे निकल के आना इधर। नाइन मुझे किनिच का एक और करना था।
Uh-oh. Are there even bigger ones on the way?
मुंह वाला नहीं जैसा नहीं है पर डैमेज दे रहा है।
Kinich? I'm a man of my word. In fact, I'd say I under-promised and over-delivered. Nifty little gizmo, isn't it?
I take it this is your true form?
Now that our deal is complete, it's time to start the next phase of our relationship. I made a promise to the great Kahula How, and now I'm here to seize your body for his use. Cliché, I know. The hero's trusted partner sells him out to the abyss in a shocking act of betrayal. Cue bad guy speech and drawn-out death sequence.
Huh? Angel?
Huh? Huh? What are you two doing here? Oh, Mr. Kinich, this is not what we agreed on.
Travis is the...
Huh?
I know you're looking for it, so I thought he might be of use. Met.
Yeah, frosty reception. I pictured this moment going a little differently. Joy well in your eyes as you say the words, "It's good to see you again, old friend."
Don't be ridiculous. Sounds like you've been reading too many romance novels.
There we have it. Change is inevitable and nothing lasts forever. What a pity. Well then, time for you to meet the new me. This time, please call me Sanka.
Sanka! Aha! So you're Glasses Guy! You tricked Huni and Toba a bunch of stories! Acting like a wise guy. You looking for a fight?
I'll pass. I do rather like you, as I've said before, but my one quibble is that you really don't know your own strength.
Wait, of course! You're the one behind all the recent Abyss activity! Let Paimon guess, you've been provoking the Mountain King too!
Okay, views
Haven't I told you before?
एक तो
I'm not part of the inner circle
कभी-कभी तो आ
to
जाओ।
Our Highness's bidding. My interests are far more low stakes.
I investigated him. He's not connected to the... to do some historical research.
But that's all over. And now Kinich wants to hand me over to you. Well, I was hoping this would be an opportune moment to whisk away. Or maybe I've incited the wrath of the Turnfire. This is the price I have to pay. But I don't understand. What did I do wrong? Wait, does that count? Let me think.
How? You are the worst of the worst! Colluding with the Abyss Order against Kinich? How could you betray your partner?
There is no betrayal. The almighty Dragon Lord Kahula How is a partner to no one.
Don't worry, I told him to act as bait.
Yes, and you should have picked a bigger fish. The Abyss Order? Ha! What a joke. Not even a match for our lowly servant. I put up with this toad's croaking for days, and it was all for nothing.
It looks like your disciplinary measures have been less than effective, Mr. Enjo.
What did you expect? Behavioral rehab isn't really our thing. Otherwise, we might as well change our name from the Abyss Order to the Abyss Boarding School.
The
Nice
abysmal
one.
disorder would suit you better. Kinich, dispose of him. He is of no further use to us.
Traveler?
Okay, okay. Got it. Be my guest, the Abyss Order is us. Let him go, he will never.
Hey now, I may be a lowly clerk, but don't underestimate me.
Second option करना चाहिए था मुझे. Whatever.
I could never beat you in a straight-up fight, but when it comes to running away, I won't lose to anyone.
Proud किस बात की
Do
proud
me
हो
a
रहा है बे
favor
तू?
and remember how fast I disappear. Maybe then you'll show me a little respect next time.
Darn! He got away again! Couldn't you have stopped him?
Nah.
It's alright. He's not worth our time and energy.
Yep.
Besides, it seems like he's in debt to a lot of people. I'm sure they'll keep him busy.
If you say so. Still, Paimon is surprised. The Abyss Order.
Still be brewed into a fine wine. Everything has its use.
Huh. Well, in that specific sense, maybe Enjo's not such a bad apple. Not rotten to the core, at least.
Of course! Only the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, is rotten to the core and evil beyond redemption.
Ugh. So what exactly are you anyway? You're definitely the evilest little thing Paimon's ever met.
Don't worry. He can't hurt a fly. You could...
Vulture! We are the Dragon Supreme, sovereign ruler of the Nation of Flame.
निकल.
Let's pick this up another time. It's getting kinda late. You should go back and get some rest. Big day ahead. Tomorrow's Turnfire night. Time to light the sacred flame and burn away the filth for a legendary 500-year-old warrior.
Oh yeah. Hearing you lay it out like that is making Paimon a little nervous. For all the work we've put in, it all comes down to tomorrow night. We have...
Okay. Primos नहीं मिल रहा क्या? I mean, obviously नहीं मिल रहा. ये आखिरी वाला. वो किनिच का स्टोरी भाई छोटा है भाई. जल्दी खत्म हो गया. जल्दी खत्म हो जाएगा भाई. मोबाइल में तो बहुत बड़ा था. बट ये अच्छी बात है कि ये छोटा है. अकाउंट मतलब दूसरे अकाउंट में जल्दी से खत्म कर पाऊंगा मैं. Okay.
The jeweler cherishes their gems.
Next day 18 okay. Next day 18. अगर कोई देख रहा है तो मुझे बता.
Nothing but praise for you. Many young people have heard the rumors too. They're all eager to meet our new flame bearer.
एक प्रॉब्लम क्या पता है? मैं तुम लोगों के लिए स्पेसिफिक कैरेक्टर्स का बिल्ड वीडियो बना के अपलोड कर सकता हूँ। प्रॉब्लम ये है, मेरा पीसी ख़राब हो चुका है और मोबाइल पे एडिटिंग ठीक से होता नहीं है। पहले अच्छा सॉफ्टवेयर यूज़ करता था तो पहले तो अच्छा था, अभी क्या हुआ पता नहीं, ठीक से होता नहीं है। ऊपर से माउस होता है तो तुम्हें हर एक
Well, it's nearly time. So, if you're ready, then follow me to the ceremony site.
लिखा ही है मैंने। Okay.
There's no rush. I can wait for you right here.
Yep, मुझे पार्टी यूज़ करना है। Wait. I need a file. Let's go with Hutao. And back किधर है उसका? Okay. Healing के नाम पे और क्या है मेरे पास? Let's see. थोड़ा सा कुक करना पड़ेगा मुझे लग रहा है। फूड कम है मेरे पास। Enough फूड होता हूँ।
Are you ready?
Yep.
Off we go!
पैलेन का डैमेज भाई आर्टिफैक्ट मिलना सबसे मुश्किल है, पता है क्या?
Here we are.
Don't worry about it. Getting this huge venue ready must have been a huge task. No need to make extra work.
But every great fire starts as a tiny spark. We must take it one step at a time.
No one would disagree with you if that were possible, Chief. But it's been far too long since we've seen a real step forward. Look around you. Can't you see how our numbers have dwindled since the last...
The moment you're feeling
Chief Wayna, Elder Trinidad, could you give us as ceremony with you yet?
Yeah, Elder Trinidad did, but, Paimon seems to have forgotten them.
What a surprise! The flying ant has an
Burned off by the sacred flame tonight, I suggest you stay quiet. See those sacred flame pillars? Once you've lit the fire, go light each one up in turn. Once that's done, head down into the cave where the Mountain King slumbers, light the braziers along the way, then bring the flame to the final altar. Then the ceremony is complete.
That sounds simple enough.
The process happens, you won't receive the blessing of the Turnfire, and you'll have to start over. I made you a diagram that summarizes the steps. Take a look.
Okay. ठीक है. Got it.
So that's our part. What about you?
But I think I saw Huni and the others just now. Maybe you should say hi before you start. Might make you less nervous. Just tell the chief when you're ready.
Hi, मैं nervous नहीं हूँ. Okay. ये बोल तो रहा है इससे बात करने के ऊपर रुको.
Mr. Traveler, you look so cool today. You're gonna make sure the Mountain King never threatens us again, right? I believe in you. I'll be cheering you on the whole time.
Nice, thank you. दूसरा गाना में यही है ना दूसरा? think so.
Mr. Traveler, you're finally here! I even dragged my uncle out to watch the ceremony.
Although I'd hoped for the Malipo name-bearer to perform this ceremony, that was never anything to do with you, so please don't take it personally. I got thinking last night, and I realized if the lesson of Malipo is to look forwards, then I should accept that my book is gone and start anew. Besides, I'll have even more to write about this time, given this will be our first Turnfire ceremony featuring a flame bearer from another land.
Another world.
Detailed notes.
Good luck, Mr. Traveler. You got this.
Sure. भाई किनिच, तूने जैसा बोला मैं दोनों से बात कर
and present flame. Life marches ever on. My brothers and sisters, the time has come to light the fire once again, and let the Turnfire night shine bright in Hoytzitlan.
मेरा एक्चुअली ध्यान मैं चैट पे ज़्यादा दे रहा हूँ कि कोई आ रहा है, चैट कर रहा है कि नहीं कर रहा.
Go get the sacred flame.
जंप ही नहीं करने दिया कुत्ते ने.
Nicely done. Off to a good start.
दिख नहीं रहा मुझे. तो इस तरफ से ही दिखा रहा है पर अभी तक ठीक है. अबे ठीक है. मैं कुछ गलत तो नहीं कर रहा. गलत नहीं हो रहा ना मेरा. वही
The final sacred flame pillar is up ahead.
वो अलग बात है. टाइम नहीं है ना इसके ऊपर इतने सारे.
Great! All the pillars are alight. Next, it's down into the canyon and head for the Mountain King's cave.
ओके पर कहाँ से? ओके वहाँ से. ओके
Almost there. The cave is just up ahead.
अभी इनको भी जलाना है क्या? मुझे पता ही नहीं था. यहाँ पे सेम पिकअप. ओके 4 अभी भी 2 बाकी है. तो ये मस्कीटो काट रहा है मुझे बहुत. आई थिंक आगे होगा फिर. यप ले नहीं सकता ना. पीछे से ले सकता हूँ. यस
Light up the torches around it first.
ओके तो मुझे ऐसे पूरा सर्कल में करना है. आई थिंक इतना ही है क्या? नीचे भी है.
Let's tread carefully. We don't want to wake him up.
ये एक सेकंड ना मैं देख रहा हूँ एंड ऑब्वियसली ग्लिच तो है, कोई होता है तो भी नहीं दिखाता ठीक से। अगर कोई हो तो मुझे बताओ चैट पे। Make sure to like and subscribe.
Power of the sacred flame to cleanse the Mountain King of abyssal filth.
There's no...
तो subscribe करो भाई।
Such strong abyssal power. What is that thing? Kinich, what is the meaning of this?
Is that a beastly rift?
Chief Wyna, Elder Trinidad, this is about to get a little dangerous. You should step back.
What do you... Can't you see? We're trying. Locust King!
Can you promise me that no harm will come to the Mountain King?
I can't guarantee it, but I'm fairly confident.
Traveler!
Ugh, you imbecile! What have you done?
Oh no! The device is destroyed!
You forced my hand. I had no choice.
Elder Trinidad! What are you doing?
No, the Mountain King is waking up! He will cause even more casualties!
Everyone, out! Now!
Yep, I knew it. Fight तो करना ही है। इसीलिए उठाओ।
You all from your willful kindness. More. Take me, oh Mountain King. Take me.
By the way, boss तो मस्त है।
Everyone's still outside. Bottom corner. Watch out for the fruits he's spitting out. I can use those against him. Yeah, that's it.
आजा पायरो आजा आजा आजा।
Let's light it up! I'm going in!
Things are about to
इतना
get
हेल्थ
dicey.
इतना कम कैसे हुआ?
Target acquired. Strike.
यूज कर पाता ना तो अच्छा।
Locked on.
Bow before your king! Submit your souls in
ओके मैं ठीक से ये इस्तेमाल नहीं कर पाया पर अच्छा खासा रहने दे रहा है एक्चुअली। What the heck?
Put an end! Whites at launch! Shame!
By past fuel and present flame, life marches ever on.
Oh, Burkina, I must atone.
What the heck?
Patience. We will answer to for all.
Live with your guilt and shame. This is the price to pay.
Heir to the Turnfire, please use my ruined vessel to train the heroes of the future. The will of Kangamato will march ever on till the abyss is stamped out.
Shit, man.
Just the right time. I have some good news for you. Trinidad's condition is stabilized. He suffered burns on much of his body, but we believe he'll survive.
Guess that's the best news we could hope for. Paimon has to ask, is everyone in your tribe such a risk-taker? First Kinich, then Elder Trinidad? Is this the Scions of the Canopy's adventurous spirit in action?
We're simply not afraid to charge ahead into the unknown. Fine. Mountain King's body. We don't understand the mechanism behind it, but the shell appears to insulate abyssal power. It is in that it stops the abyssal energy within him from bleeding out, while also preventing further abyssal energy from seeping in and infecting him. We've never seen anything like it. The tribe's most senior elders believe it was caused when he was burned by the sacred flame, similar to the way burned wood becomes charcoal. I think there makes sense. We've never thrown the Mountain King directly into the sacred flame before.
Wow. So it's made a barrier against abyssal energy? That's a good thing, right?
It's practically a miracle from what we've seen of it so far. It means that the Mountain King's level of abyssal energy is now stable. No longer will we need to perform annual cleansing because you and Kinich, you summoned the very flame that appears in our ancient legends. A great transparent ball of fire. And that fire is what saved the Mountain King.
Whoa! So that was the real Turnfire?
I may be the chief of this tribe, but I've only ever known the Turnfire as a concept in our legends. I cannot answer that question. If anyone can answer it, I suspect it would be the bearer of the Malibo name. He is in the Mountain King's cave as we speak.
Ah, so Kinich then. Why don't we go see how he's doing?
Sure. रेजन भी खत्म करना है, इवेंट भी है.
You doing okay after yesterday?
Sure.
We were gonna ask you the same question. You scared Paimon half to death when you rushed into the fire.
Sorry. I couldn't just stand and watch the Mountain King get burned alive.
So you thought you'd try and extinguish the sacred flame with Dendro? Or is that an attempt to make the almighty Dragon Lord Kahulahau die of laughter?
The sacred flame only possesses a fraction of the Pyro Archon's power. Intending to what?
To, do the same for Kina.
No.
Sacrifice myself? My focus is not on
With your life.
So you've heard that rumor too. I'm afraid I can't say for sure. What happened yesterday was a first for me too.
Well, even if you don't know, there's probably no one in the world who does.
What I would say is, if that really was the power of the Turnfire, I'd sooner believe that the Mountain King summoned it himself.
The Mountain King? Then, what price did he pay?
The core meaning of price is not atonement or compensation, but what you're willing to give up in order to obtain what you want. It's easy to die for your sins. Much harder to live with the guilt and keep on going.
Okay, 2D.
In the end, the Mountain King chose the latter option. For Burkina and for the tribe. That's the price he paid.
Alright.
But his attacks are gentler now and not as crazy. I tried communicating with him again, but he didn't respond.
We bloke it thanks to the perverse power of the Abyss. Before it croaked, as you humans would say, it went out with a bang.
Oh, come on! Stop being such a doomer. Paimon bets the Mountain King has finally let go of the tragedy.
My fellow tribespeople can move forward now, too. Thank you for your help, Traveler. I owe you one.
Yeah, that's right. You caught Enjo for us, remember?
But he ended up being completely useless. It's not a fair trade if you lost out.
Give me premium.
That's on him. It's not your fault he's useless. Besides, we're friends now. You don't know us anything.
Friends? But your friendship is an even more valuable gift. I can't in good conscience accept it for free.
Really?
So, promise me. If you need anything in the future, you'll come to me.
Primo.
For you, I'll do anything.
ये सच में बहुत छोटा था क्वेस्ट, मजा आया करने में, सच बोलूं तो क्वेस्ट अच्छा था, and it was fun, a good story, fun quest.
So, in the end, only poor little Huni got the sad ending?
Yeah, everyone's happy except me. First Nana, then my dad. Why does everyone in my family have to suffer?
Huni, it'll be okay. Your dad will get better soon.
Toba, you're my friend, so I shouldn't say this to your face. But it was all the Mountain King's fault.
No.
Huh?
Your dad falls.
Now hold your horses, kiddo. If you promise not to fight, Uncle Sanka will tell you a story. Okay, before you roll your eyes out of your skull, I promise you can trust me. I almost got my eyebrows burned off by the turnfire after last time. That's why I came back, to make it up to you.
Like कोई इसके पिछवाड़े में एक लात.
All right, I'll just get to the point. Do you know what Uncle Sanka loves the most about your people?
What?
Your extreme sports.
Huh?
On my first day here, I got hit by someone falling out of the sky. I believe you call it bungee jumping?
Again?
It's a dangerous sport, to be sure, but the courage it took to make the jump impressed the heck out of me. So, I introduced myself to the jumper, we made friends, and I even helped treat her wounds.
Oh, such a nice friend.
Of course. Anyway, the good times didn't last, because I got captured by a powerful foe, so we had to part ways for a while. I feel your pain, Huni. I was in the same position.
Please, Traveler
But
और
in the
Kinich
end,
दोनों में से कोई आ
I
जाए
made
इसके
it
पीछे
through,
एक लात
and I
मार.
left all of those painful memories in the past. I even managed to reunite with my friend.
Is that it?
The moral of the story is to look forward in life, right? Yeah, we've heard that one millions of times. Sorry, Uncle Sanka, but you're not cut out to be a teacher.
Very smart, Huni, but not quite smart enough. What I'm trying to tell you is that after I reunited with my friend, I found her injuries were all healed, but she really missed her family. So, I thought you might like to see her too. She's right behind you. Turn around and see.
Another trick about not turning back? I'm not falling for that one again. Huh?
ओके, ये अब क्या हो रहा है भाई? क्या चल रहा है अभी ये? खत्म कर लिया, ठीक है, पर दिखाना चाहिए था, मतलब एक और पार्ट होना चाहिए था स्टोरी का. अब इसका वाला, ये वाला भी स्टोरी करना है, चिल्ड्रंस ऑफ एकोस. बाद में करेंगे, बट उससे पहले क्लेम दिस. Let's see. 59 and 7. Yep, 36 और ये गारंटीड भी है। इवेंट कर ले, आई मीन इवेंट तो है अभी थोड़ी देर, रेजन यूज़ कर लेते हैं। मैं एक्चुअली चाहता था कि एम्बलम पे यूज़ करूँ पर नहीं भाई, इसका तो मुझे मिलने वाला है नहीं अच्छे से कैरेक्टर, मतलब कैरेक्टर बोल रहा हूँ सॉरी, अच्छे से आर्टिफैक्ट। इतने कब से काम कर रहा हूँ अभी तक मिला नहीं है, पर जिसका मुझे मिल सकता है नेक्स्ट बैनर के लिए रेडी कर, मतलब xilonen के लिए फार्म करके रखता हूँ ताकि वो आए, मैं पुल करूँ, निकालूँ, आर्टिफैक्ट लगाऊँ, अपग्रेड करूँ। अब तक भाई पिंक सही था, जब तक मैं स्टोरी कर रहा था पिंक सही था, अभी पिंक फ्लक्चुएट होने लगा। वेल कुछ कर भी नहीं सकते इसका, सो अभी यार पायरो अप्लाई करूंगा तो ये लोग मर जाएंगे, ऐसा कुछ है। ठीक से पता नहीं है, मैंने अभी तक उसका वो नहीं देखा है ठीक से। ओके बैटरी लो हो गया, टाइमिंग भी अच्छा है, मतलब स्टोरी ख़त्म हो गया, मैं अभी रेजन पे यूज़ कर रहा हूँ। नहीं 11 मास्टरी तो नहीं चाहिए। मैंने सोचा कि कुछ गड़बड़ हो ही नहीं सकता, उसमें भी गड़बड़ हो गया था। यहाँ पे क्लाउड रिटर्नर रहता तो और भी मस्त होगा। नो HP, ओह ये अच्छा पीस है, अगर मेरे पास मोला नहीं होता तो ये इसके लिए अच्छा पीस होता। मैं सेव करके रखा हूँ, अगर फ्यूचर में कभी निकाला तो ज़रूरत पड़ेगी भाई मोलानी पे। अरे ये पीस काश मेरे मोलानी वाले अकाउंट में मिलता, नहीं मिला। इस बार कुछ तो गलत हुआ।
Into the wind.
ठीक है, लेट्स सी, आई मीन ये अच्छा हो सकता है, डिपेंड करता है, पर नहीं ये भी अच्छा हो सकता है भाई, ये एक्चुअली काम आ सकता है किसी को, ये भी काम आ सकता है अगर किसी को डिफेंस पे अच्छा है भाई, अगर उसमें कोई डैमेज भी होता तो भी तो पर एक्चुअली मैं हीरो फार्म नहीं कर रहा हूँ, वो हीरो तो है ना, आपके को देखना पड़ेगा। मैं दूसरा वाला फार्म करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि xilonen के लिए दूसरा वाला चाहिए। ये वाला जो अभी मिल रहा है मुझे वो तो DPS की है, जो मैं अभी कुछ निकाल नहीं रहा।
Busted.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
The clouds high.
The birds calm! One with nature!
Things are about to get dicey.
Let's see. No. No. कंडेंस कर लेते हैं, वो भी हो जाएगा डेली। इसकी जल रहा है क्या किधर? मुझे जलने जैसा बदबू आ रहा है। किसी भी यूज़ करने डायनारी के लिए टीम के लिए क्या क्या चाहिए? राइडेन के साथ डायनारी में यूज़ कर सकता हूँ, ये मेरे राइडेन में डायनारी, बट दूसरे क्या रखे? डायनारी का टीम देखना पड़ेगा। बिल तो कर लिया है अच्छा खासा यार, पर फिर भी मुझे देखना पड़ेगा कि मैंने कुछ अच्छे आर्टिफैक्ट तो नहीं डाल दिए ना इनमें। टैग बेकार है ये भी, मैंने गलती से कोई अच्छा आर्टिफैक्ट अनलॉक कर रखा हो और डाल दिया हो, ऐसा तो नहीं है ना? एक बार चेक कर लूँ बस। नहीं अभी तक तो नहीं दिखा। नहीं, एवरीथिंग इज गुड। बेकार। अच्छा हो सकता है, डिपेंड करता है अगर कोई डैमेज आ जाए तो, बट वो बेकार है अभी तो। बेकार है। क्या उसमें कोई डैमेज आ रहा है? चेक करने दो। ये मेरा बेहतर है भाई, मेरे पास बेहतर पीस है, उसे रखने का कोई मतलब बनता नहीं है। ऊपर वाला पीस बेहतर था। क्रिट डैमेज लगाई था, नहीं आएगा। अनलॉक। डिपेंड करता है इनको अपग्रेड करने पे, अगर सब पूरा क्रिट डैमेज पे आ जाए, इसीलिए मैंने रखा है। मेरे पास आर्टिफैक्ट भी नहीं है कि मैं सबको अपग्रेड करके देखता रहूं, इसलिए नहीं किया। ओके, मुझे एक और चीज़ चेक करना था। मैंने बहुत जगह देख रहा, मतलब बहुत रील वगैरह में देख रहा हूँ कि पाइमोन ने कुछ रैप किया है।
what? Paimon just thought of the best Mora-making idea ever!
Oh, do tell.
Just look at how many this place every day. If we here make a fortune. I'll
Stuff.
Ooh! Orders from Liyue! Saurians in that land! Paimon's gonna make friends with every single.
Oh?
किसी को पता है क्या रैप कौन सा है?
You bet! Paimon's got it all figured out! Hey! So the valleys here are just bursting with shiny gemstones! This could be a huge opportunity for us! We should get digging ASAP! With any luck, we'll hit the jackpot!
कौन से वाले में Paimon रैप करते हैं किसी को पता है क्या?
But how would you actually know when you've hit the jackpot? Can you even tell which stones are the valuable ones?
Well, Paimon just figured that the shinier... The Natlanese don't seem to leave Natland much, do they?
Nope, and there are some good reasons.
The Natlanese seem to do a lot of doodling, and Paimon's been dying to hear your thoughts about this. What is the deal with the How? And don't say you haven't noticed.
Noticed what?
Try everything. Have you noticed the makeup that Natlanese people wear? The people and Saurians of Natland have a great relationship, huh? That volcano is so huge! You can see it from anywhere!
The Natlanese seem to have a
Saurians we saw in Natland. Paimon's heard that even in Natland, there are lots of ways to resolve conflict that word is that speeds of the essence when doing archaeology work with the children of Echoes.
देख भी नहीं रहा अब मैं just tap कर रहा हूँ
cool?
क्या
Yeah, really?
Natland क्या पहले है क्या है?
So chill. If they're not relaxing in a hot spring, they're planning their... The science of the canopy sure... Hey, so the valleys here are... Hey, so the people in the city keep telling us how Palais Mermonia is a soup. Apparently, every Melusine gets their operas in Fontaine come in so many different genres. There always seems to be people throwing Mora into the... Paimon was not expecting to see Clockwork Mecha. The Steambird's head office is in... Paimon thought we'd be saying goodbye to the amazing cafes after we left.
अगर किसी को पता है कि कौन सा वाला है तो मुझे बताओ.
Components ever invented. So, there's this place in Fontaine called the Fortress of Merope. You know what's strange? Clockwork Mecha are extreme. There seems to be a lot of eccentric artists in the...
ऐसे तो मिलने वाला है नहीं.
Water world is so... Gardamex carry out whatever... Fonta tastes amazing, don't you think?
Yep, it's so refreshing. Especially when you down the...
The opera Epicles is used for both criminal... Huh. Pretty crazy how things that happened only yesterday show up in today's issue of the... Detective stories like Great Detective...
Pro tip. While we're in Fontaine, if someone ever...
At the Fontaine Research Institute, they research clockwork, so apparently... The Seabird's Great Detective Herlock Sea... Fontaine's aquabuses are pretty... Lenny's magic shows are amazing! Paimon just thought of a great way to deal with Fontaine's prophesized...
Paimon, do you ever find that the word Aranara trips you...
Curry, curry in the air, hungry children, it's time to come home.
मैं रैप ढूंढ रहा था ये सॉन्ग मिल गया.
Curry in the air.
Wow, good job! So you remember the tune as well. Sino's super into Port Ormos is built up. Whew. So with Sumeru having so many, the whole of Sumeru, it's not only Sumeru. Khedive and Nisa kept people in Sumeru.
ऐसा वाला है भाई.
There are Sumeru scholars seem to... The first time we saw the walk, the Eremites are a real mop. Free knowledge without having to study. Okura Mio says that she...
With the abolishment of the vision hunt.
The Komori tea houses. Oh, I give Paimon a
भाई
paint.
कौन सा वाला है भाई?
The shrine maidens wear. Paimon wonders what the
मैं रील
previous
पे इतना
shogun
देख
was
रहा हूँ
like.
पर मुझे
Did you know that Sanganomi... Oh, yeah! Have you drawn fortune slips of the... Muso no
अभी तक नहीं
Hitotachi
थी
is a
सुना.
It never stops raining on yacht. In Hanamizaka, there's...
We've been passing by a lot of... Did anyone tell Tanuki a real
Hey.
Inazuma scenery is...
पॉज करो. एक सच में क्वेश्चन है. ये जो लोग ये ढूंढते हैं उनको मतलब सारा बैठ कर सुनते हैं क्या? ये लोग देखते हैं क्या?
In Inazuma? Did you know there are hot springs in Inazuma? Have you noticed?
Inazuma में hot spring है?
In Inazuma, people who wear swords on their lavender melons shoot the blossoms drifting down. Did you know the people, even though knockoweed has a flower, those onikabu
कौन सा वाला है? मुझे नाम तो पता तो कोई.
Do you think Yorimiya's it's a well-established tradition that Ayaka
कौन
gives
सा
a
वाला
sen-
voice chat देखूं?
Kazuha is a free. It's a. You know what? Come on, Alien! Only the ones who have the will to. It's hard to talk about.
Are there pigeons around?
No. Paimon's just hungry. What Paimon needs right now is a traveler who can whip up some delicious sticky honey roast. So, who's gonna be the lucky traveler?
मुझे अभी तक नहीं दिख रहा. मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा कि कौन सा वाला है. मैं छोड़ो, जो भी है होने दो. Who cares? लाइक सच में मुझे एक्चुअली सुनना था, पर ठीक है ना. बैटरी भी लो हो चुका है. पिंग भी फ्लक्चुएट हो रहा है. क्या पता भाई स्क्रीन से कुछ चल रहा है या वो सब हो रहा है.
Toodaloo.
I mean अभी तो चल रहा है, दिख रहा है.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
अब ज़्यादा कुछ ना करते हुए, जो भी देख रहे हो मेक श्योर टू लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब. बोलना चाहता नहीं हूँ, अगर तुम्हें पसंद आ रहा है मुझे सजेशन दे सकते हो तो और भी अच्छा है कंटेंट का. पर मतलब अगर भाई सब्सक्राइबर रहेंगे, लाइक रहेंगे तो इंकरेजमेंट रहेगा कि करने का. तो जो भी देख रहे हो मेक श्योर टू लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब. ओके. और अगर कुछ तुम पर्टिकुलरली देखना चाहते हो लाइक कैरेक्टर बिल्ड्स या फिर किसी के बारे में, तो मुझे बताओ कमेंट पे या फिर चैट पे. मैं कोशिश करूँगा कि उसका वीडियो बनाने का. वेल आज के लिए इतना ही करते हैं.
One
वापस मिलते हैं
client,
नेक्स्ट स्ट्रीम
two
में.
clients, three clients.
बाय बाय एवरीवन, टेक केयर.